When you're asked by a law enforcement officer to provide your proof of identification or your name for a police purpose, that is required by law.
You're just making our customers feel uncomfortable, so can you please leave?
Okay, well, you should go do that.
I need somebody's got to get
You don't, actually, you don't.
In cities across America, from Aurora, Colorado, to the streets of Seattle, ordinary citizens picked up cameras, stood their ground, and challenged the thin line between public safety and government overreach. Before we start, drop a comment below with the word PRO if you've ever had a strange encounter with police, security guards, or crazy Karens who thought your rights ended the moment they felt uncomfortable. Tonight's episode is packed with everything: tyrant cops, public meltdowns, intimidation tactics, failed ID demands, and officers making their biggest mistake on camera. One activist gets threatened with arrest for refusing ID. Another auditor gets surrounded by angry restaurant staff and accused of stalking for filming on a public sidewalk. And in another encounter, a friendly cop slowly turns a casual conversation into a fishing expedition. Massive credit to God Is My Judge and PNW Transparency for documenting these encounters and helping spread awareness about constitutional rights in America. Their original links are in the description and on screen right now. Subscribe to them, support their work, and tell them ID Refusal Pro sent you, because we love civil rights like we love breathing. Now let's get into another episode where cameras don't lie, tyrants escalate, and bad decisions live forever on the internet.
You're standing here and you're
Well, he came over here and started engaging with me in conversation. I'm not trying to entice him. I'd love him to come over. I'd love to talk to him. I mean, he enjoys murdering babies. I'd like to find out why. When you expose the evil and wickedness of what they do, they like to hide.
Well, each individual makes their own decision.
Except for the individual in the womb, they don't get to make a decision. You know, back when Hitler.
We understand all this, sir, and but you're putting us in a bad situation.
I really aren't. I'm really not. This guy's, he's just having a fit. Like I said, I'm not going to break the law. I wouldn't do that. I certainly wouldn't do that.
He's out here all the time.
Sure, yeah.
Every day, even on the weekends. Never have any issues.
Of course, because we're law-abiding citizens.
You have an ID on you, sir?
Maybe.
Well, just because we're out here, we're speaking to you, we're going to add you to our ticket. That's why they call it.
Are you asking for my ID?
I am.
Are you requiring my ID?
I am.
Are you detaining me?
I'm not detaining you.
Okay. I'd respectfully decline to offer my ID unless I'm being arrested or detained.
Well, again, you're standing in the roadway. We're here speaking to you, correct? We got a call. You're complaining about him, correct?
I'm not complaining about anybody.
About you impeding the roadway.
Am I in the way right now?
So that's why I'm asking for your ID. We want to know who we're speaking to, so that we don't have any future issues. We can say we've already spoken to.
You guys know who I am. You've spoken plenty of times.
No, I don't know who you are.
You
I've
don't?
never seen you.
No.
Have I seen you before?
I think so.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No, never seen you.
I'd just rather not I'd rather my name not be on any reports or anything like that. So.
What's your name?
I'd rather not say.
When you're asked by a law enforcement officer to provide your proof of identification or your name for a police purpose, that is required by law. So if you're not aware of that, I'm making you aware of that.
Sir, I'm not breaking the law.
Did you just hear what I just explained to you?
Sir, I know you can lie to me, so I'm not breaking the law. Am I being detained or arrested?
I clearly explained that
am
to
I being
you already.
Am I being detained or arrested?
I just explained that to you.
You said no.
I
Okay,
asked you
so
for your name.
I would like to go about my business unmolested.
I asked you for your name.
I would like to go about my business unmolested.
I asked you for your name and your birthday.
I would like to go amongst my business unmolested. Can I do that, sir?
I just told you
Can I enjoy the freedom of my First Amendment, sir?
By law,
can I enjoy?
You are required.
Can I enjoy the freedom of my First Amendment, sir? and go about my business
What did I
unmolested.
just explain to you? You got an iPhone? You got a phone on you? Maybe you can look that up. Because that is required. Nobody's here to give you a hard time. Nobody's giving you a hard time.
Every time this guy's here, he calls the police. His complaint. I don't understand. His complaints are always invalid.
Okay.
What I understand is what I understand is what I'm doing is perfectly legal, and I should be able to go about my business unmolested.
Well,
just because this guy makes false claims.
When you go home, look that up.
I will.
And make sure that you're versed of that.
Okay.
For future use.
Sure,
Because
absolutely.
that is an arrestable offense.
I don't think it is, but
Yeah, it is. It's called obstructing identity. Obstructing a peace officer in the performance of his duties.
do you know what code that is?
You can look
Is
it
it a
up.
city code?
You can look it up.
Well, if you're telling me it's
Illinois criminal code. You can look it up.
yeah, but do you know what it is though?
You can look it up.
I was just, you asked me to do something, make something easy for you. I asked you to do something to make something easy for me. I'm not here. I'm here to save babies and souls. You know that. You a Christian?
It has nothing to do with religion for me.
It has nothing. Are you a Christian?
Nothing to do.
That's what the Nazi regime said. I get what your role is for the city of Aurora, but do you understand? Back when the Nazi regime, they were taking Jews and they were putting them on trains, and the law enforcement back then would actually assist them putting on the plane, and they knew they were going to die. They knew they were going to be killed. 57 million, man. It's happening right here in America. Hitler would be rolling in his grave.
Colorado is not a universal stop and identify state in every consensual encounter. In this video, the officer repeatedly states the man is not detained, yet continues demanding identification. That creates the central legal tension viewers noticed immediately. The activist keeps returning to one critical issue. Without reasonable suspicion or detention, police authority becomes far less clear. The officer's inability to confidently cite a statute on camera adds even more doubt to the encounter. Sometimes the most powerful thing in these situations is not aggression, it's calm repetition and legal awareness.
I told him by law he's required to, but he's still refusing to do that.
Okay, so there's no, just so I understand this correctly, you're telling me there's no walking or standing along this road here?
People can walk.
Okay.
They're en route to somewhere.
They're en route to somewhere?
But if you're just standing here, not moving, people have to go around you. And obviously, you can't step up on the sidewalk on this side.
Sure, yeah, there's a no trespassing sign, yeah. I understand.
Some people like to live on the edge. They like to tether on the edge.
I like to live an obedient life. That's what I like to do. I aim to please my God, not man. I'm sure you guys can appreciate that.
You're allowed to walk as close to the side of the roadway as possible. The law commands that you walk to the side of the close to the side of the roadway.
Sure, I see. I'm certainly not taking up any more room than he is.
I know that, but you're not walking.
Is what he's doing more important than what I'm doing? Is his goal today more important than mine? I'm not aware of a First Amendment right that says I need to be going from my house to the grocery store. I'm certainly not aware of that. If you are, I'd definitely like to know what it is. I'm not trying to be difficult or anything. I'm just trying to go about my business unmolested. I'm trying to speak to these young folks in here that are sacrificing their child. And this guy, this $1 billion business right here, all they're going to do, they see me as, as salt and light, and they don't like it. So the first thing they're going to do is they're going to call you guys and lie to them and say I'm breaking the law, which I'm not. You guys know that.
You are impeding traffic.
I won't be. Sir, I understand what you're saying. Here's the thing, this road right here is owned by every business in here. If you get complaints from every business in here saying I'm not allowed to go up and down this road or stand on this road, then they would serve me a a no trespassing warrant on a public access road, you'd have to get everybody's signature through that owns or has access to this road, owns this road. Trust me, I'm very well aware of what I can do and what I can't do. And again, I'm not trying to be combative or anything, or trying to make fun of anybody. I'm just trying to go about my business unmolested. That's it.
I know that. Just please don't push the envelope. I understand you have your mission to do out here, but don't push the envelope with us.
I don't want you guys to have to arrest me. I don't want to be arrested. You know that.
And I don't want to arrest you.
You know that.
The help we have for you on block.
Sure, I've talked to probably 7 different members of your force, and I feel confident. Exactly what I'm doing is I'm not impairing traffic. I'm not breaking any laws. So I wish a blessed day for you guys, and have a safe shift. And thanks for coming out and saying.
Video 1 teaches us one thing. When police ask for ID without detention, calm questions can stop pressure fast. But in Video 2, the threat changes. It's no longer just one officer. It becomes staff, customers, and cops, all pushing the same false narrative.
Would you mind leaving, please? Bye-bye. What are you doing, bro? You really, this is our business. Please leave. Just don't make this more difficult than it needs to be. Did that resonate at all?
You're just making our customers feel uncomfortable, so can you please leave? Please leave. I don't know. I don't want to call the cops either. There's no point.
You gotta go, dude.
You know, man, this is legal, but it's cool. But you gotta get consent from people to post people online, though. I don't know what you're doing it for, but I mean, kind of making people uncomfortable on a Sunday. You know, you don't feel kind of weird about that? Mother's Day. Whoever's watching this video, this guy's making everybody uncomfortable. Even though he's within his rights, it's awkward. People are trying to have breakfast. It's just strange.
My dude, what are you doing? Can you not?
And you should at least identify yourself if you want to be filming people. You're kind of cowering out right now. What are you doing? Trying to go viral on YouTube? It's not the way, man. It's Mother's Day.
Ruining everyone's brunch.
You see how he's covering his face?
You're gonna have to explain yourself,
and
bro.
He won't say a word, but he won't.
When law enforcement get here, you're gonna have to explain why you're doing it.
Yeah.
You know.
What? You have nothing better to do with your time? This is what you do on your Mother's Day?
That's gross.
Wow.
Zooming in on people.
Wow.
What the fuck?
And we do have police on their way, so. You can also just do this.
Zoom it in your face real quick too.
You can totally just do this.
Cool.
So you can't see you.
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah, this guy's fucking crazy.
I'm sorry, guys.
No, he's gotta go.
We're giving him what he wants, though. And it's unfortunate because I'm sorry.
You gotta
guys.
go, dude.
I wish your life was better for yourself.
Some good footage, huh? Awesome footage. Sorry. Ethan, it's all good. Let this guy have his day. Have his way, bro. Have his way. It's good. Have a good day, man.
Now, what would you do if you were sitting down, eating outside with your family, regardless of who's walking around, and you saw 4 employees accost a man on a public sidewalk, grabbed him, grabbed his camera, tried pulling his camera out of his hands, all in public view, all in front of everyone, and no one does a goddamn thing?
So sorry you have to deal with this How incredibly weird, right? No one likes it, especially children. It's fucking weird. Isn't it illegal to film children without? That's why we have police along the way.
Hey man, you can do whatever with the adults, but leave the kids out of it, all right? Like, I don't know, like, you're not gonna be filming kids around here, bro. Like, we're leaving you alone, but don't film kids, bro, all right? Don't look at me with those eyes like that. What you gonna do?
Like, what do you expect, bro? Just get out of here. Bail. This isn't gonna go viral. No one cares about your videos.
I dare you to put your hands on me, dog. I dare you. Because I'm not gonna touch you, but don't touch me. Don't put a single finger on me, all right? Don't put a single finger on me. You gotta film me, brother. Touch me once. Just touch me one time so I can push you in the street. One finger and you're done. Don't play. Don't play. One finger and your ass in the street.
Just fucking leave, bro.
One finger.
Washington state stalking laws generally require a pattern of intentional harassment that creates legitimate fear, not merely recording people from a public sidewalk. In this encounter, the officer repeatedly acknowledges the auditor is free to leave, yet simultaneously builds a criminal narrative around lawful filming and public discomfort. The video exposes a major legal gray area. Viewers debate constantly. When does protected public recording become alleged harassment? The officer's emphasis on feelings, fear, and appearance, rather than direct criminal conduct, becomes the emotional center of the encounter. This is why First Amendment audits often become less about law and more about perception, pressure, and police discretion.
I am Officer Caulfield. You're being recorded. What's going on? Are you just gonna be silent? Okay, fair enough. I'm going to explain what's going to happen right now. So apparently we're getting a whole bunch of calls that you're harassing people here. I don't know exactly what's going on. Right now you're not in trouble. You're free to leave at any moment. However, what's going to happen is these other officers are going to go talk to a couple of the people here who are reporting being victims of this assault, and they're going to try to establish to see if you have constituted the crime of stalking. If you have constituted the crime of stalking, you'll be placed under arrest for stalking. But at this point in time, yeah, you can point to whatever you want. I'm explaining the circumstances. You're free to leave right now. However, we're going to conduct an investigation, and we'll get back to you. I'm going to stay here with you to make sure that you don't assault or hurt anybody here, okay? Shields, if you want to just go talk to them, I'll hang out. Obviously, you probably know you don't have to talk to me at all. I really don't care if you do or don't, but we'll just hang out for a bit. Looks like you're shaking a little bit. Your arms either are tired, are you nervous? Are you shaking out of anxiety, out of fear? I'm just trying to get your mental state right now. Is there a specific person you're trying to record? Someone was mentioning you're recording children. Is that true? Just curious. You also seem to be wearing a winter hat and a ski mask, which is kind of placing probably people in fear. It's kind of odd given the weather. Also, ski masks are usually worn by people who are intending to conceal their identity. So, just try to figure that out. Well, I was explaining that he's currently free to go because we haven't finished our investigation, but once we talk to a couple of the victims here, see if they are feeling fear, he might be placed under arrest. His kind of general appearance with the ski mask and the winter coat, it's causing me alarm. I'm sure it's causing other people alarm. So I figured that out. He's shaking right now, nervously. I don't know if that's him anticipating to do something, anticipating to run, I don't know. But I'll hang out with him if you want to go. Are you from around here? Stalking occurs anytime you intentionally and repeatedly harass or intimidate people. One of the sections of stalking say it's completely dependent on what the victims feel. It has nothing to do with the offender's intent. There's actually, I think it's subsection 2 specific, 2A. It says, regardless of what your intent is, if they feel that they're being intimidated and harassed repeatedly, then you have committed that crime. Further, there's another subsection right below it, which says once you're given notice that you are not, or you're conducting unwanted contact and you're intimidating and harassing them, if you continue to do so, it constitutes prima facie evidence. Basically means not up to interpretation, you're just automatically committing that crime. So like I said, they're going to talk to all these people and see if they feel like you're intimidating and harassing them. And once they tell us, we're going to give you that warning. And then if you decide to keep standing here, I'm going to arrest you for stalking. It's a gross misdemeanor. And what's going to happen, I'm going to take you into custody, I'm going to fingerprint you, I'm going to run your III, and if you've been convicted of harassment in any other state, it's a felony.
Video 2 proves something dangerous. Once emotion replaces facts, crowds and even police can turn lawful behavior into suspicion. But video 3 reveals a quieter tactic. Polite officers using friendly conversation to fish for information people were never required to give.
Good evening, officers. How are you today?
I was just telling Matt here, you guys are obviously entitled to have your...
Do you have your puppy with you?
I do.
Will you bring him out?
Not right now.
All right.
But being in traffic like this, you almost have to be, it's just too dangerous. You guys don't have any reflective clothing on, nothing, so I just asked Matt if you guys would relocate over here, because if somebody jumps the curb, doesn't see you, God forbid one of you guys get hit, that's a sloppy situation for us. So you can sit here and you can protest and you can use your bullhorn, do whatever you want, but let's make it over here and sit over there. Unless you guys get traffic.
I appreciate your concern. I do. I thank you for that, and it's a risk that we're willing
you don't
to
have
take.
what's necessary to be standing in traffic.
What is required?
Reflective vest, some sort of something, so they see you. It's gonna be dark here in a little bit too. So if you guys are opposed to coming over here, you guys got to.
We got better visibility over there. I can get 3 of the 4 can see the signs.
I understand that, but you're going to need reflective vests or something because you're in the middle of traffic.
That's not traffic, ma'am.
That's actually a crosswalk, so.
That's not.
I'll take your advice on the vest. Maybe we'll go out and get some reflective vests.
Hey, much better. Because if one of you get hit, I appreciate you guys releasing us of liability, obviously, but you've been warned. Somebody gets hit here.
Sure.
Your purpose.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate your concern. I'd still like to see your puppy.
I'm just bringing him out. We'll be doing a demo on August 2nd. So.
There you go.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool.
How late are you guys going to be out here?
Well, I'm going to be leaving in a little bit.
How about you? How late are you going to be yelling on the horn here?
I don't know the exact time.
9 o'clock? Fair enough. Because after that, noise ordinances and stuff are going to go into effect anyway. So, fair enough. For future reference, though, you guys got to have some kind of, when we direct traffic anytime, even if we're standing there, we have to have reflective.
We're not going to be directing traffic, I promise you that.
That's considered part of the area. It's between, if this wasn't here and you guys were close, that's one thing. But you guys are right in between heavy traffic.
Yeah.
And it's peak travel times for us, so understand our concern.
Sure, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Just for future reference, make your guys more visible. And then let's cut it off at 9 o'clock, all right? Fair enough?
Yep.
All right.
All right, hey, you guys have a safe shift, and God bless you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Sorry?
Because we were called here as a complaint,
Yeah.
I've got to close it out.
Okay.
I spoke to you, so I don't know if you or Matt, somebody can give me their info.
Well, we generally don't do that because it all ends up on public record and.
Well, no, there's no long form report.
Well,
this is just for our police department.
Sure, but anyone can fill out a FOIA and get a copy of your notes and stuff like that. So we
anything
generally
with the information of the people. This goes for even where courts need to subpoena long forms.
Yeah.
Everything's blacked out. Your personal information is not accessible.
Sure, I believe that you believe that, but I've seen stuff like that not here.
I want to go help other people.
Okay, well you should go do that.
But I need somebody's got to get.
You don't actually. You don't.
Is there a reason why you guys are being uncooperative?
No, we just
more than fair because you guys technically need safety vests out there, and I'm willing this time to allow this till 9 o'clock.
Like I said, I appreciate your concern about the safety vest. It's actually not a law that he's required to have a safety vest, walk through here
Yes, but he's
or
not
occupy.
transitioning through.
Yeah, but the law doesn't.
Technically, if there were pedestrian,
right.
if there were traffic for pedestrian traffic, he'd be obstructing it.
He's actually not.
But he would be.
He would move. He would move because he wouldn't do that. He's a law-abiding citizen.
Regardless, I mean, you guys have your right. I have no problem with this.
Sure, and
but this is offensive to some people.
Sure.
Just like on the other end.
The truth.
I mean, it's just it is what it is.
This encounter highlights a critical difference many Americans do not recognize. A consensual conversation with police is not automatically a legal obligation to identify yourself. The officer repeatedly frames the request as routine cooperation, but the protesters continue distinguishing between courtesy and legal requirement. The interaction also touches on FOIA concerns, public records exposure, and the fear many activists have about being permanently documented in government systems. Unlike aggressive confrontations, this video demonstrates how soft pressure and polite authority can sometimes be more effective than direct threats. The most revealing moment is not the refusal itself, it's how quickly the officer changes course once he realizes compliance is voluntary.
What'd you say your name was?
I need a name. My last name is Politis.
What's your first? Do you mind if I refer to your first name?
I usually don't.
Okay, Officer Politis, the truth is offensive to people that hate the truth. Like this happens 3,000 times a day in America.
Right, but just
like our neighbor is being murdered down the street 3,000 times a day in America. Six.
But there are people that are godless. This can be a godless country too. On the other half of this, that don't. It doesn't affect everybody.
No, they're not.
People are offended by blood and guts.
Well, they should be offended because it is offensive. And
they mean to force feed.
And not.
Would you like somebody force feeding your children anything?
Nobody's force feeding anybody.
Well, it's kind of out there. They don't have a choice. They're going to drive right past it.
Well, I could say your sunglasses are like, I don't like them, and that could be offensive to me. But you're not force feeding them on me.
I'm just asking why there'd be like no cooperation whatsoever, so I could just.
Well, we have a policy that we just don't give out personal information.
So is this an organization that I can contact?
I can give you a business card if you'd like. Okay, sure.
Thank you so much.
Here you go, one for each of you.
Thanks.
All right, thank you.
It.
3 different cities, 3 different encounters, but the same question echoed through every single interaction. How much freedom are people truly allowed to exercise before authority, fear, or public pressure tries to shut it down? In Aurora, a man refused to identify without detention. In Seattle, a camera on a public sidewalk triggered outrage, threats, and accusations. And in the final encounter, even a polite conversation slowly turned into an attempt to collect personal information that was never legally required. These videos are not just about police. They are about pressure, social pressure, psychological pressure, government pressure, and the thin line between voluntary cooperation and constitutional rights. Because in this country, freedom was never meant to be requested. It was meant to be exercised. If you've ever been illegally asked for ID, pressured to stop recording, or made to feel suspicious for knowing your rights, tell your story in the comments below. Subscribe now, so the next time authority tests your rights, you already know the game. This is ID Refusal Pro, where knowledge is protection, calm is power, and the Constitution is not a suggestion.